Hello everybody, Steve Pulley from NJ Advanced Media. James Kratch, Keith Sargeant, a 42-7 Minnesota victory over Rutgers. Good news, they did score, which is only the second touchdown in the Big Ten play this year. Bad news is it came against the Minnesota third-teamers in the fourth quarter, down by 6 touchdowns. That's all I got. What do you got?
No, I just, that offensive revitalization over the last 3 weeks has really paid off for the Scarlet Knights.
Yeah, it's a bad
John
situation.
McNulty had to go.
Yeah. So the Nunzio press conference, he does his opening statement like he always does, and there was a full probably 5 seconds after he said questions. None of us had anything. That was pretty much what Kratch and I just did when you kicked it over to us again.
What's left?
Nothing.
I mean, it's tough, and I feel bad for fans. Homecoming, stadium. You had a stat today. It's just mind-boggling about the attendance.
I guess early in the third quarter or midway through the third quarter, once they announced the attendance number, I'm like, that's the lowest. I don't remember anything really under 30, to be honest with you. Yeah. And when we talk about announced attendance, it's not the actual attendance scan, but 26,000 and change is the lowest. I went back 2005. Midway through the 2005 season, that was the year that they actually went to the bowl game for the first time in 27 years.
So pre-stadium expansion by a long shot.
By a long shot. Yep.
The amazing to me, Kratch, is it just we talk about the lack of skill, the lack of offensive players. I mean, we just keep coming back to Johnny Langan just is not a Big Ten quarterback, and they don't have another. In fact, that this program doesn't have another option that they can put in there. What did he say when you asked him about Cole Snyder, about making a change, about something?
Nunzio said that they're going to give Snyder more reps in practice this week.
Yeah.
But here's the issue. They got 5 games left. Right. Snyder can play in 3 of them and still redshirt because he had to go in for that one play against Maryland.
Yeah, he's got a redshirt.
He's going to redshirt. So you've got to get – well, here's the thing. Conventional is, okay, you go with Langan for 2 more weeks, and you go to Snyder for the final 3.
Oh,
final 3? The first of the final 3 is Ohio State.
Can't do that
so,
to a poor kid.
I don't know what you do. Like, honestly, someone said this. When Sikowski decided a red shirt, everyone said he'd be available in an emergency. You could make the case while they were talking about an injury situation then that this is an emergency.
I thought they were going to bring him in down 14-0. I know Minnesota scored the touchdown at the beginning of the third quarter, make it 21. But I thought if they were going to bring him in, you bring in Art for that. And he was warming up. I mean, I watched him. He was warming up like he was ready to go in.
Right. And meanwhile, on the other side of things, I know no one cares about Minnesota, but PJ Fleck was a Rutgers receivers coach. Yeah. They're 7-0 for the first time since some crazy stat like 1960. First 9-game winning streak since 1941. And then after the game, as you might expect, the things he said, it was like a Greg Schiano infomercial, folks. If you're on Team Schiano here, and Forrest, you should get this job. I mean, he just called him the most important figure in his life. I mean, it was really just a.
He was basically his agent.
He was agent. Yeah. Handing out his
resume. He's gonna get like a 7% cut, I think.
If he gets the job. And that wasn't the only sign of Schiano here. I mean, you found some signs.
Yeah, we had some signs. 90% of the people involved with Rutgers football, which is dwindling by the day, want Greg Schiano. Right. The other 10, not so much. But I tweet out a photo and somebody on Twitter was like, "Enough already." This whole season about Greg Schiano from here on out until they hire him or they hire someone else. Right. This is about Greg Schiano this entire season. So we're gonna keep talking about it because it's gonna keep going.
We've got nothing else to say.
They have 3 more home games left, so we're gonna have a plane at some point. We're gonna have a Schiano impersonator walking around. That's actually a great idea. We should try to do that.
We should do? We should get Greg Schiano and say he's an impersonator. Wouldn't that be funny?
Would be.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We can do that.
I'll work on that. Hang on.
Someone should call him.
Yeah. Steve's taking a call, so I'm going to sign off for Sarge, Kratch. 5 more to go, baby. Talk to you later.